So we still have no guest. So we still don't have our guest people in here, but it's kind of a weird impromptu session. A session in quotations.
Yes.
I got a copyright claim from this.
Oh,
What is it?
man.
What is this from? Like, what is this from?
It's from Grindhouse.
Oh,
Ah, lovely.
okay. Is
Hello everyone, we have decided to interrupt your scheduled Dark Chronicle episode for Final Fantasy VII Remake Demo.
oh yeah.
At the time of this recording, I think it just came out.
No, it came out. It came out the day it was supposed to be released, which was like 4 days ago.
Yeah, and for the past 4 days I've been holding on to this as a possible April Fool idea, and yep, this is my April Fool for this year.
Oh man, I've already seen the entirety of this demo, and this is a treat. This is a treat to watch.
I'm not gonna lie, this demo was so good I'm actually plopping in the full price for it.
I mean, okay, yeah, a lot of people will say that this demo is going to be
Fuck that
the
guy.
most... This demo has made more hype for the game than it already has. But that's the whole point of a demo, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is a demo to a game that was supposed to be out 4 days ago, but instead it's coming out next month.
Well, I can understand why, though, considering how much
Wait.
work...
The Loveless! Yes! Okay.
Yes.
Love it. Loveless.
This
Yeah,
is so good.
They did say we're just gonna be in Midgar, if I remember correctly.
The entirety of episode 1 will be all about Midgar. It's with more fleshed out bits to Midgar, and just
Oh boy.
yeah, the Shinra Corporation and all the Mako and all 8 Mako reactors. Wow, this looks amazing.
Okay, you could definitely tell that they did so much work with this game already, just by visuals alone.
Oh man,
Like,
this
is eye candy.
Oh, you have no
cloud.
idea. 'Cause there's some bits once I start getting control of it where I just stand within for minutes just looking at all the details in the background.
Which, yeah, by the way, the entirety of this demo is just the bombing run of Mako Reactor 1. That's it.
Yeah.
By the way, I believe that exact bit of Cloud riding in on the train is almost 100% from the Crisis Core, from the ending of Crisis Core. Like, if it's not, I'm impressed.
Like the assets?
No, if you've ever watched the ending FMV for Crisis Core, that's pretty much note for note what it looks like, and that is not a bad thing at all, by the way. Also, yeah, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. I fucking love Barrett's new voice, and I love that detail of that sick ass tattoo, which it was, I think, only in the manuals to the game, because obviously blocky polygons are blocky.
Yeah.
But if you look at the art in the instruction manuals, you can fucking see just this tattoo. But they bring it out. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, like I'm noticing like they've really amped up like everything in this game alone.
Also, 100% opinion. This is what Final Fantasy 15's combat should have been, not what we get.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It should have just been a hack and slash to begin with. It should not have been a hold circle and square sometimes, and then battle's over.
Well,
oh my gosh.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
What were you gonna say, the mystery?
yeah, I like the fact that they're adding more and more details into just this part alone, because usually they don't have them like just hiding out like as you're fighting the others.
Well, this extra bit here, I believe, was added to the remake, not to the original. Because the original
Yeah,
game...
I think it moves from getting off of the train right straight to the reactor. Now we're fighting towards the reactor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, there's now a cool little ATB menu as you're fighting. Also, you're missed the Crisis Core you're gonna miss the Crisis Core reference. You're missing the Crisis Core reference. there's a poster on the far right that mentions the town of Benora in Crisis Core, which is known for the apples which caused which were the apples that helped Angeal and Zack grow closer together, closer friends.
Don't worry, I will see some of the other details.
But yeah, the town of Benora is where Angeal is from, and it's all sad and dumb apples and stuff. It's Crisis Core stuff.
Now, I've never played Crisis Core. I have heard of it,
Yep.
which is sad. So the only way I can play it is emulation, which sucks, but if it's the only way I can play it...
Still waiting for that inevitable remaster on the PS4. Come on, Square Enix, do it.
They
Yeah.
should have done that before putting the demo out for this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would have been fine.
But yeah, Crisis. But yeah, I love Crisis Core, and just there. But yeah, there's just this one-off small reference to Benora. And like I said, this remake's great. The voice acting so far has been pretty great, even though they basically went with completely just unknown voice actors for all of the characters. I think for the Japanese cast, though, they kept well with a lot of the Advent children voice acting. But for America, or for the English dub of this, it's pretty well just unknown voice actors.
Yeah.
Look at this chump looking at the background and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Japanese posters, and I don't even know what they're saying, but oh well. Also, yeah, in this game there's gonna just be findable objects by breaking boxes.
All the boxes.
Also the very nice, super detailed Buster Sword with the 2 materia slots.
Yeah.
I do like
And
that
if you look carefully, there is a materia already in the slot.
Yeah, there is.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one
Also,
of us
Biggs,
now?
Wedge, and Jesse look
He's
very,
got
very,
balls,
very
this,
nice.
What
I
was
love
his name
this.
again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he's in the
Saying
I
that,
like
I
the voice.
don't remember
He's a
Jessie being this
professional,
first
unlike
in
the
the
rest of
original
us.
game.
I'm glad to have
She
was
She,
never really
she
fun.
is all over Cloud.
This is a one-time. When it's done,
Yeah,
you're done.
pretty much.
I mean, previously, and this is someone who has played the PC port of the original game. She basically had little snippets of that, but not like as much as right now, to be honest.
No, Jessie was never this thirsty. She was more just kind of the tomboy. She was just more of she's just a girl in the group. There wasn't really any kind of thirstiness for Cloud or anyone, honestly. Though there is a pretty great one-off joke in Machine Abridged about the dumb thing they did with some of the models in the PC version.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barrett though, fucking love his voice actor.
Barrett is fantastic.
He's not like he doesn't speak like in jive. He's just he's just a fucking cool ass dude now. And also he doesn't swear all the time.
Yeah, I remember like he cussed a lot in the original.
Yeah.
Just because he could.
I think that was more of an English translation thing than an actual game thing, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, the added detail of that cover being on his arm, being like past the gun on his arm. And again, the tattoo. Again, I love the tattoo. I just love everything about Barrett and his actual gameplay implementation for this game.
Yeah, he plays great. We'll see that soon.
Yeah. They actually put a lot of effort in this remake because again, they did this from the ground up, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Which engine did they use for this? Luminous?
Wouldn't surprise me if it was just Unreal Engine 4.
Because I don't think this is Unreal. Because they used that for Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not sure if they used the same engine that they used for 15.
Again, it wouldn't surprise me with all the particle effects going on. Hold on. Nope, Unreal Engine 4.
The guard
they
dogs
did
are
use
surprisingly
Unreal.
sturdy.
Oh, also the added detail that dead enemies, instead of just breaking up into red blocks, their bodies are sent to the live stream.
Yeah, that's a good
I
touch.
love that. That's a great detail right there.
Also, little bits of items just restore your MP and just do random little bits of every time whenever you break boxes, because you get a lot of they give you a lot of potions in this demo.
They do, and I'm okay with that because I think they understand like the combat's gonna be a lot different than what veterans are used to, unless like you played like 13 or something like that. Because I've heard comparisons of that.
Yeah, except
Of that
13
combat.
except 13 wasn't a hack and slash; it still had an ATB combat system.
That makes sense.
Another weird detail to this game, I talked about this with my buddy Stoic. They added these red wires across the buildings to just tell you where you need to go. Like, see, yeah, there's like weird twisty. Also, fucking kept the detail of the weird ass dogs with the tails going into their necks.
Oh, yeah, that dog has more detail than I have ever seen in my life.
I mean, look at how easy the guards are going down compared to the dogs.
Yeah, they also brought back a staggering mechanic too, which is you beat them and you do 60% more damage. Or I believe it's actually 160%, but whatever.
So, when was the staggering mechanic introduced in the series?
Probably I believe it was 13.
It was
Okay,
one
yeah,
of the
so that's-
13s, I think.
The first 13.
I think that's why a lot of people compare that part of the combat, but I do like the hack and slash because it makes sense considering how big the mustard sword is.
Well, it's not just Cloud you play as in this. I'm hoping you play more than you play. Actually, no, they actually did show off shit for Tifa. Never mind. Yeah, so in this demo, you only play as Cloud and very few bits and pieces as Barret.
I'm okay with that, to be honest, because it's showing you like just like a glimpse of what the whole game's gonna be.
Also, I'm really curious. Did they keep the magnetic stud on his back that keeps a hold of the Buster Sword? Because that is literally just the only explanation of how Cloud keeps that sword on his back.
Yeah.
Is that just there's a really powerful magnetic stud on his back?
But I hear they make good guard dogs too.
So now I have to see.
Bet you see FutuRe actors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. He's just far more. Like, yeah, he's making sure he's making sure Blondie doesn't fuck up.
We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
But again, I believe though, yeah, that your weapon changes or not changes, quote. Like, it looks the materia slots actually change based on what materia you slot in to those two slots.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door.
Also, now this is just weird because you have to just kind of you have to sit here and wait. You have to talk to Biggs in order to progress. So you could just talk to Barret and Jesse real quick, and then go on. Oh, they also kept they also brought back an old design thing of Cloud having a pierced ear. Yep, there's the stud. Okay.
Kind of like one of those small pierced ear stud things.
Yeah, he just has a stud in his ear. Also, that was fucking awesome, Hal.
That was awesome.
We're back. He always knows just what to say.
Yeah.
This dialogue is great. I love it.
Yeah. It's definitely
It's a good thing I know someone who can get
it's
us the
definitely entertaining.
passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
It's, yeah. So this is like I said, this is just fun, just getting through, just doing the whole bombing run.
It makes it more interesting. This remake has made this whole section more interesting.
Especially with the added ending bit of them finally doing a show don't tell situation.
Yeah.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
So, okay, when they get on the elevator, that's actually okay. So that bit That was removed for demo purposes, but there is a quick little cutscene that happens of Cloud remembering Tifa and them just doing something. I don't remember. It was told to me. I didn't actually I didn't know.
Well, I think they only cut it out for the demo reason, just because they don't want to give so much until the main game comes out.
Mm-hmm.
They're already giving us so much with the demo itself.
Also, a not fat anymore Heidegger who's actually not a bumbling idiot. He's now a very, very serious dude who is actually very, very smart, and I love him.
I love this guy.
To the same group that made the
Because he's not just a bumbling idiot anymore. He's now like a serious, he kind of doesn't want them to get away with this.
No, I like the detail of his face too, like how deep those wrinkles are.
Well, the scar over his eye too.
Yeah.
It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world.
So now we get this very exaggerated discussion about the Mako reactors stealing, how they're destroying the planet.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain?
Yeah, I noticed I like this exchange because it just makes it seem like Cloud has no emotions at all.
I mean, Cloud doesn't give a crap. He's just a merc that they're paying to go do this because he knows Mako reactors.
Yep.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Because at the end, Barrett was trying to convert him and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It took Tifa to convince him.
Well, yeah,
although in the original, it's like he's just it looked like he was just bouncing up and down around the place, but having those more exaggerations makes it more convincing.
One false move.
And now we get some nice little gameplay gameplay implementation of Barrett, of why Barrett will be important.
The sword just can't reach.
Yeah.
It's literally just he has a gun and can hit further, and it can hit units that Cloud can't easily hit. But still fun as hell.
Should have asked for more money.
Oh, also, I can't believe I haven't talked a little much about this. The music sounds amazing.
I like the remixes. I really do.
It takes a while to hear the actual battle music, but it is nice. Also, now we're getting Barrett gameplay.
I like how they introduce it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just literally he can shoot turrets with his gun arm and fires them in bursts, which he then can use that overcharge to fire several more powerful bullets. So yeah, I guess the best way to explain it's hard to just explain this, but basically you can do just simple basic actions in between stuff, and throughout the fight you gain an ATB gauge. You need to mute yourself for a sec, buddy?
I was go downstairs for a sec. I'm back now. So yeah, the weird brain robot things are here.
Yeah.
From the original game.
Yeah, I think every enemy you can encounter in the Mako reactor is here, though at various different times, not quite instant.
It's not like in the original where like every 2 steps like you were facing a new enemy.
But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing.
Which I appreciate.
I kind of fuck this thing up because I've never been good. I've never been good with timing.
Blood pumping.
Alright.
I had no trouble with this, to be honest.
But Baby Blues, Cloud's eyes are green though. They're green and full of Mako energy.
Yeah, I like that detail too. Like them showing what his eyes look like when they're with all that Mako in him.
Well, yeah, but they still have pupils. When people filled with Mako energy usually don't have pupils.
Yeah.
That wasn't really messing up the timing. That was just You stopped right next to the lasers. Yeah. But yeah, with the combat though, once you fill up a bit of the ATB gauge, you can you go into like a command menu. You go into a command menu and you can perform an action, and you can only perform so many actions between uses of ATB. And I'm gonna guess that there are skills later on that require you to use more than one bar of ATB, because that's like what 13 did with using the with the ATB system.
Presumably, yeah, I'd say so.
But yeah, Hal, before you got here, the music sounds great. Also, I freaked out when I saw the sweeper. When I saw the HD updated sweepers.
I was just like, how do you beat this thing? Usually you just hit it.
Up its ass. Oh, I actually haven't seen the pause. I haven't looked through the pause menus. It's
I have
nice.
not either.
I kinda got fucked with those razors, so I kinda had to give myself a potion before we did this.
Yeah. You can either just stagger the crap out of him, use charge shots, and then hit him up the ass.
Need to hit it with magic.
Or at least that's one of his crit spots. Or you can just use thunder magic.
Or you can just use thunder.
Boom!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Yeah, and then instant. I love that you did. Like, I don't think there's rewards for beating any of the robot enemies with thunder magic besides just the obvious faster battle.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know there is one detail that I will mention once we get to that detail, but yeah, we're actually getting pretty close to the to actually like planting the bomb.
Yeah. I think this demo overall is like, what, 30 minutes? An hour?
About an hour.
That's not too bad. That's not bad for a demo.
Though I do know people that have that really loved this demo and looked at every fucking detail.
That's our target. The reactor.
In fact, there's an interesting detail but not know until after I played the.
What's the detail?
If you be brave and do the timer for 20 minutes, it gives you an extra bit of cutscene at the end.
Yeah,
of the
that
demo.
was the detail I was gonna mention. That was
Oh, that was the detail you were going to mention.
Yeah, not even. It wasn't even that too. It's not even the extra detail. There's an extra bit of Barrett dialogue you get if you do the 20 minutes, which honestly, still pretty lenient compared to. It's still.
I mean, I
pretty
picked the
lenient.
30. Yeah, I picked the 30-minute one because I didn't know how long that one fight was.
To not spoil ahead, but I also picked the 30-minute one and kind of regretted it afterwards because of how much time I had left by the time.
They give you a lot of time to work with to get out of here.
I mean, in the original, they did give you 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That is still like way more than enough time to clear out. Also, nice little swing there.
I think it was also to understand because they didn't know how long people were going to take, considering how many enemies they've put in that area per se. So that's why they went with those time slots, and then they realized, oh, a lot of people were really fast. But I go more of the lines of they were trying to be generous to make sure people could get through no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, if they added like 10 minutes, I don't think a lot of people would like that.
I mean, it's doable. I believe there is a hard mode out there that just decreases the timer even further.
Yeah.
All right, Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors.
By planting a
Prove to
bomb.
me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the.
Then do the damn job.
I like how at least Cloud is blunt about that. I'm just here for money.
Well, yeah, he makes it clear that he doesn't give a shit about what he's doing. He just wants to get paid. Ooh. Get out of my head, Sephiroth.
What's wrong?
Now, you can, but yeah. So for this, for the bomb, you can either set it to 20 minutes or go up to 30 minutes.
What about the timer?
So if you go the 20-minute route, Barrett will say like, no, and yeah. He says something like, it was like, oh, I see, try to be manly. I see.
And he was the infamous God Scorpion from Final Fantasy XIV.
He also
I'm
got
kidding, I'm kidding.
He actually got a name change. He's the Scorpion Sentinel now.
Yeah, what was it originally?
Guard Scorpion.
Ah.
That's what he's always been known as, and in 14 he was called Guard Scorpion.
Yeah. I mean, I take a guess in saying they used this design from 14, but implemented it into this engine at least.
I don't think so, but
I actually think this is a brand new look for it.
Right, but that's just my opinion, though. Of like, they look similar, but it still looks really good.
And I love the fact that they've made it into a multi-phase boss battle now.
instead of it just being back and forth, and also the mistranslation of hit the boss while his tail is up.
Yeah, I don't think
In the original version of the game, there is a mistranslation of you're not supposed to hit the guard scorpion while his tail is up, or else he'll hit you with a laser. Then they fixed that in the Steam version of him saying, "Don't hit the tail while don't hit him while his tail is up."
Keep it together.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's why I got that.
Yeah, that was originally a that was the original mistranslation. Along with a lot of the mistranslations.
Imagine the poor idiot whose first Final Fantasy was this, who followed that mistranslated advice perfectly.
Of course. and then you just get bodied and then you die. Also, yeah, now he also has a field generator that's negating. That not negate. It is heavily reducing damage, and also he likes to hop up on the walls. This is to where you just need to either spam Thunder as Cloud or just fire at him as Barrett.
Yep.
And also, yeah, this is an actual fleshed out boss fight instead of him just being, instead of it just being a basic, just a basic fight with one simple mechanic.
Yeah.
See, past me was dense. He didn't realise there was a generator there.
Oh, also I love the whole generating enough damage. You get to do awesome limit breaks, or you could do awesome new versions of the limit breaks.
I do like this combat system. It actually seems more strategic and fun while more free flowing too.
Yeah.
You could definitely tell like they put a lot of love in this game.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer of this is what 15's combat should have been, not what we.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Mm-hmm. And also,
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. This is great.
The tail laser. Hell.
This feels like a 14 mechanic.
Oh gosh, it does.
Hide behind the wall. I'll say Hal, you were fucking around.
I also like this detail of the more you wail on this thing, the more it looks it just looks like you're breaking it for real.
Yeah, there's that actual.
That is a nice detail that I like come up for this.
It's actually showing that it is being damaged instead of it just being weak on one leg. But there is this annoying ass last phase that it does.
Yes.
Where you have to like destroy all of its legs, or you have to fight all its legs and also not get just nuked at the same time.
Oh, so it's Alexander.
Yeah.
Or that one boss from Shishwood.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like you're like just jumping the bubbles before.
Yeah, who knew it was pretty good at this kind of game style?
If only we could have done cross slash against him, but oh well.
Ow. You know what though? I did do it on this boss, and it was so cool.
So yeah, he's now. Oh, actually, no, not yet.
This is a desperation attack.
There we go. No, bomb's perfectly fine. Now get running.
I could tell that was like a desperation attack because it's like.
And
Whoa.
now it fell into the Mako reactor and exploded.
Yep.
God Scorpion went into Castlevania mode and failed.
Or Bloodstained.
Yeah. You know what though? I really do. I loved that fight just because it showed us like what a boss battle could do.
Cloud's head is up there its ass. Cloud's head was up there its ass.
They're just climbing a ladder, dude.
Yeah, but he was invisible, and Cloud's head was up Barrett's invisible ass.
So, in your opinion, what is worse, the original way of just plopping it in each other's bodies or that?
Well, since Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged exists and they make a gross sound whenever they fuse together, probably the former. Also, this is like a weird ass Uncharted moment of.
I love that.
Of having.
I love it.
Did you see me there just saying what just happened?
Yeah, and then realizing, oh shit, I'm playing Uncharted now.
Okay, help a girl out, would you?
And now you after rescuing Jesse, which you can forget, like, forget to get Jesse.
I'm sure I wish I knew in advance that the cloak stops during the cutscenes. I might have picked the 20 minutes.
Yeah, there is way more than enough time to get out.
I think I see an exit. Come on.
Yeah, and I think it's also for those who are like looking at the detail and stuff like that too.
Oh, also another nice thing, they sort of kept the with the timer, instead of obviously being pink numbers, it's now blue, but they kept that old ass like neon tube numbering.
Yeah, that's a nice. I hate keep saying nice details, but it really is nice details.
Like this game is just fucking. There's just small random little like things that just make this better. And there is a plot change, quote unquote. Again, as I said earlier, there is a show don't tell moment that wasn't in the original game, where it was just a tell only.
I think it was heavily hinted in the original game, but in this one they just straight out say what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X, soldier boy.
They're here.
And of course, just more combat. Also, at the very end of this, of the bombing run, we'll get to see the last enemies you can encounter in the Mako reactor. which is just I think it's just the scissor dude.
Oh, the annoying fuckers. I hate them a lot.
Yeah. Now I love that there was another one that just comes out right at you as you're trying to leave.
Yeah.
I like
Although-
that because it made sense because a lot of enemies are still coming after you in the original.
Also the sweepers. I love the amount of stagger that Barrett has in his gun.
It's on you.
Need my help, do you?
So, yeah. Yeah, this is not. I think we've pretty well just talked about just all this demo except for the ending bit. Also, yeah, now they're staggered. Just knock his ass out with the thunder. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I do like too that little detail of like showing what you get after the fight, like that. It makes more sense than in the original, where it's like, oh look, you got all this crap.
Well, this is just a now real-time hack and slash action RPG more than it is a turn-based active time battle JRPG.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think a lot of people who have played this demo already are like so excited, or like people who were on the fence about this remake played the demo and were like, okay, now I want this.
I'm not ashamed to say.
The shock trooper, that's what he's called. I'm sorry.
This motherfucker. I hate this guy. He just dodges everything.
It reminds me of because I have played BioShock recently, and this reminds me of those flipping enemies that are just zipping around, just causing a pain.
Spider splicers?
And if I remember right, this is the one time I messed up in this entire demo.
You went backwards?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going backwards.
I realize
Oh,
it
yeah.
here, and then I go back.
You know what?
And this-
I'm okay with that.
And despite that, I still have plenty of time.
Yeah, by the way, you would have had like
Yeah.
you have like 15 minutes if you had the 25-minute timer going.
Out of my way.
It's only been 5 minutes.
Right.
I know.
But I think
as
they
a-
also gave it. I have to take a newbies for this. Sorry.
As I said, if I'd known about the pauses and the cutscenes, I might have just picked the 20 minutes option.
Yeah. Do you show off the bonus cutscene, or do you want me just to tell you? Because I know what it is.
Oh no, I do show it off. I did a second playthrough of it, and I stick it at the very end of the video.
Of course, you did a second playthrough.
I've done 3 playthroughs of this.
Honestly, I've done the same thing when I did the same thing with Bayonetta 2 until I finally got it on my Wii U, where I played the ever living. I think it was one of the only Wii U demos that I used up all of the play charges for until they stopped you from playing it anymore.
Oh.
And this referencing earlier.
So okay. In the original game, they don't show this off. But in the original game, they destroy the Mako reactor to show so that Avalanche would get blamed as an act of bioterrorism. Because the bomb was only supposed to be strong enough to break the core and not destroy the reactor. Because, destroying a reactor isn't it's
not a good thing.
Yeah, just go look at Chernobyl and see what happened, and you'll know why it's not good if a reactor completely gets destroyed from the ground up. But yeah, so they don't show that off in the original game, but in this game, Heidegger basically is like, yeah, let's just let all the robots destroy this reactor, and so we can easily pin the blame on Avalanche.
And now we're escaping from the explosion.
Of course.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time here. Pick up the pace, people.
And she falls again! Crazy!
Can you walk?
I think she only gets trapped once in the original game.
You'd be the first to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
I think a lot of it too is like they're trying to add her more into the story compared to what she was previously. Oh, I love this bit.
And anime bullshit.
Yeah.
And the thumbs up.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
And the dumb anime bullshit. Why didn't you do that with Air Raid? But so yeah, this is what happens when you completely destroy a Mako reactor. Is you fuck up an entire sector.
Yeah, like they didn't show this much detail in the original. I don't think it showed this much damage, if I remember.
I don't even think they show the reactor actually exploding.
No.
I think it was like a JPEG of some fire, and that was it.
Oh wow.
And this is the end of the demo. It's the trailer for the actual game.
Yeah.
It's actually nice.
Mm-hmm. So you get the quick little flower from Aerith before you fight the guards to go jump onto the train. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, that's another thing I guess wasn't shown off much was the pair. There is a parrying mechanic too.
Yeah.
You have to do like perfect guarding to get a nice parry going.
And I liked in this, they added like cars and stuff where like in the original, it was just soldiers on foot.
Yeah, they were just running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I'm actually doing this as an LP.
yeah, I'm looking
I
forward
can't
to it.
wait!
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
So,
what is this?
This is the bonus cutscene that you get for beating the game in for beating the bomb run in the 20-minute run. Is a quick snippet of Cloud seeing Sephiroth, and that's it. It's like 10 seconds, and it pisses
You know
me
what?
off.
You know what? I'm okay with that. The fact that they actually recreated that scene the way that it looks more harrowing than in the original, to be honest. It just looks funny to me in the original.
And I think we can consider that a preview of my LP that will be going at the same time as Dark Chronicle.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, this is going to be out April 10th. So, and it's going to be
As soon as it comes out, I'll start recording bits for LP, which should start in about May, I think. If my scheduling is correct, it should be about May.
I need to get an LP out.
I need to as well, but we've got a lot more jam-packed going on, and I have to say, final thought is, this demo, if this demo did not sell you to the game, then it's not your thing, to be honest. Like, if you were on the fence and you played the demo, I could see majority of people pre-ordering as we speak.
Yeah.
Guilty!
Yeah, I guess. Well, this isn't really final thoughts since the full game is now. But for the demo, I'm not planning on purchasing it anytime soon. But that's also because I just don't have my PS4 with me at the moment. Also, there's a lot like you've heard my thoughts throughout this entire game. Personally, this is what 15 should. The combat is basically what 15 should have been. But oh well, we have 15 and that's it. Game looks amazing. Fucking amazing details. The fact that there's a Crisis Core poster that Hal completely missed, and I hate you forever. Disliking the raw video footage.
In the actual LP, I'll promise I'll stick around for a couple seconds to look at it. Okay?
Yeah. Alright, sounds good. Alright. Yeah, I'm just joking.
Alright.
Looks good.
But
Voice
yeah.
acting good. All good.
Yeah, if you have not played the demo already, the demo is free to download on the PlayStation 4, and if you have not already pre-ordered, would recommend considering that each pre-order has a different summons.
Yeah.
Throughout the pre-order.
It has Five Nights at Freddy's Carbuncle and Five Nights at Freddy's Chocobo Chick.
Those are pretty gross looking.
Again, this game was delayed to April 10th, and it's going to be out alongside Resident Evil 3. I swear, Square does this too. Yes, I swear, Square does this.
It could have been worse. Let me just say, it could have been worse. It could have came out at its actual time, and then it would have clashed with Animal Crossing.
It would have clashed with Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal, Persona 5 Royal, Let's see, what else is coming up? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Deluxe.
Right.
I swear to God, computer game companies are just trying to suck up all my money.
I mean, considering the fact last year, Kingdom Hearts 3, which was also developed by Square, was up against Resident Evil 2. So
Yeah.
I swear they do this back to back for no particular reason but to go up against Capcom.
Yeah. And which, by the way, there shouldn't be any more delays because the game has gone gold, so it will be coming out on its release date.
Yes.
It bloody well better. I've pre-ordered that.
Right. They did say though that there's not going to be any more delays, thankfully. And then this is episodic. We are not going to sugarcoat it. It is going to be episodic only because of the scope of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I will admit, when I first heard it was going to be episodic, I groaned, but then I learned more and more about how expansive Midgar's going to be now, and it's not that much of a bother for me anymore.
Yeah, but then knowing what... But yeah, it's still going to be sad, though, when you know what happens at the very end of Midgar.
Gosh darn it, don't. Oh.
You know.
But no, I mean, yeah, if it's a turnoff for most people when it comes to episodic games, I can understand that. But considering that the original was, what, 4-disc?
3.
On PlayStation 1?
3 discs.
3-disc?
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, so, it's, I don't...
And
I don't...
And
I
even
don't
then,
think
Disc 3 was mostly just FMVs.
FMVs
Yeah.
and the crater, and that the crater and the final boss fight and all that.
Right. But still, the fact that the detail that they're adding, the more details that they could not add in the original, and on top of that, like, just the scope of it itself, I'm just sitting there like, you know what, I'm okay with the episodic. Considering. And I think they're gonna just do it throughout the year, hopefully, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
It took all those years just to get the first one. I doubt it'll be that quick.
Remember, this game was initially announced 6 years ago with a quick 20-second trailer. That's it.
I think what also happened is probably what happened with Kingdom Hearts, where they did an engine switch.
Well, it's not even that. It's the fact of that Nomura kind of was working on 3 separate projects at once.
Yeah, I think he's only like working on like 2 at the moment.
Well, technically 1, because I believe 3 is over with. So
Yeah.
Technically just 1 now with 7 remake, but it's still the fact of he originally spent almost a decade working on Versus 13, only to get kicked off of that project, and then spent the last 5-6 years working on Kingdom Hearts 3, then announcing and then releasing 7 remake.
Yeah, so that dude's a busy man. I'm not gonna deny that.
And if you've played 3, you know he's still a bit salty about the Versus 13 thing.
Can you blame him though? Can you blame him?
I can't blame him at all, to be honest.
Then there's also what Remind does in response to that. Anyways, I will eventually get to Kingdom Hearts 3. I will eventually get to the Remind DLC. I don't know when, because I'm a lazy prick, but I don't.
We've all been pretty life happens, so.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
some days I think I'm the only one of the group that's actually putting videos on the.
I know, I want to, but
live.
it's like we're so packed, dude. We're so
Livestream.
sorry.
Hey man,
No,
I still
that-
live stream.
Not that I'm complaining, a lot of people are watching my stuff, and I am very grateful to each and every one of you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone who watches these dumb videos.
Also,
And
yeah,
I promise you there will be more. We will have more Dark Chronicle. This will be an actual LP in May. And then there's going to be Wild Arms, Final Fantasy 9. Oh, there's going to be so much good stuff.
also be on the
coming.
lookout, as I'm going to be streaming a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I've never played an Animal Crossing game, so I'm kind of interested, but I'm not gonna get it. So.
But yeah, I'm going to be attempting to stream it.
And don't be shocked if I make an appearance on said stream.
You're damn right.
Since I have the bloody game.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, let me check my Switch. Let me see if it's ready to go yet. Oh, hold on. Damn it. All right. Anyways, I think we've dragged on this this discussion bit for quite a bit.
Yeah, but then again, like I've said previously, if you have not played the demo, download it. It's free. It's only like 7 gigs. Should have no problem. And if that demo convinces you, pre-order it immediately. Considering those those summons were only DLC, unless you pay for the DLC. I'm not sure on those, but yeah. So. But just give it a try. It's not gonna cost you anything to just play the demo. That's all my take on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's nothing much else to say.
All I need to say now is I apologise if you were wanting a Dark Chronicle episode. All I can say is there will be a new one next time round. I promise.